bought a Powerade today. Been working.
Did you? I got a Sprite.
Did you?
Well, I felt like a bit of a fizzy drink. A pop.
A
soda
pop. Goodness me.
What do you call it? Did you call it pop?
No, never called it pop.
What is it? I can't remember. Well,
It's a fizzy drink, isn't
They
it?
call it pop up north in Chicago. So.
Well, we're not in Chicago.
Well, I know, but I'm just. Okay, are we ready to start this thing?
Yeah.
Are you in a mood again?
Not at all. Bright and sunny day.
All right. Oh, we're on.
Welcome to Fish and Brits, the very British podcast from very Floridian America, where we break down the strange things that happen both sides of the pond.
Make sense of our lives as Brits amongst the USA locals, answer your burning questions.
And dust off our ever-failing memories of life back in England. I'm Adam Graham, and I had a day off.
Ooh, I'm Wayne Ruffley. I don't remember a day off.
Yeah.
You had a day off?
Well, a couple of days ago, but I had one.
Wow.
I know, it was good, wasn't it?
Chance to be a fine thing in my life.
Yeah, one day.
I'm thinking about taking some days off, though. I need a break.
Yeah, do it.
I do. I know. I keep saying it. I need to get my eggs in a row and go, these are the days I'm taking off.
Do you mean eggs in a row? Do you mean ducks in a row? All comes from a duck.
before they were born. They're eggs in a row. So, yeah, I guess I meant ducks in a row. I just was, yeah.
All right.
As you can tell, see, I don't even know how to say a bloody sentence already because I need to take some days off. It's been a week.
With that, welcome to episode 3. We are ploughing along. We're glad to have you here. We are in much better form than last week when I admittedly was losing my mind completely.
It was a great episode.
It was a good one.
I listened to it back.
I actually listened to that one. I don't know how to listen to myself. That's a weird thing with people who do this sort of thing that we do. Don't like listening to myself.
Yeah, I don't usually either.
No.
Because then I go,
listen to me.
And then I'd never listen to you, but then I listen to myself and I go, what was I saying that for?
Yeah, I swear we've done that joke before. How's your week been?
It's been okay. It was busy. It wasn't like anything off the charts. I had a wrestling show. That was a fun night.
You haven't told me this story. We sort of hung up halfway through you telling me about this.
Yeah, it was a good show. It was a good time. D. Wayne and Death Row Jethro were not on the card. And D. Wayne was not very happy about it. So he decided, you know what? We're going to show up anyway and see what just happens.
Did you have to pay for a ticket?
D. Wayne had to pay for a ticket to get in. It was a big hubbub. It was great. Got dropped off in the front. Walked up, blowing past everybody in the line. Excuse me, pardon me. Everyone's looking at me like, oh, here's D. Wayne. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Pardon me, coming through. VIP ticket, please. Got 2 tickets front and center. VIP. Yeah. Spent the money because, he's very rich, filthy rich.
Is he?
He is. D. Wayne is. He's filthy rich.
Oh,
God. But anyway, yeah. But it's great because then we got to sit there and watch the first half of the show.
Yeah.
And boo whoever we wanted to and cheer who we wanted to and, make fun of everybody. It was great. It was fun. And then, intermission happened and, the owner got into D. Wayne's face. So D. Wayne had enough. He'd been picked on all night long by the staff of the Showcase of Citrus.
Not the staff of the Showcase
of Citrus. Oh, they gave him a hard time.
What a mob.
Oh, they were awful to him. And then the fans, of course,
pelting him with oranges.
I'll tell you what I did do. Do you want to know what a real bad guy move I did?
Yeah, go on.
So at the start of every show, they do the national anthem, to the American flag. And he gets in the ring and he goes, and if you'd all stand for the national anthem. Of course, D. Wayne refused to stand.
Good Lord, man.
Along with Death Row Jethro, we sat in the chair. And then
there's a fine line between acting and taking liberties. Yeah.
And so then Joe, our singer, he's amazing. He sings for the Tampa Bay Lightning shows for the hockey games.
Oh yeah.
He opens them up. Anyway, Joe gets up and he goes, and our British folks, if you'd like to say, I was like, I'm good, thank you. And he looked at me like, what? Okay. Everybody, please remove your hats for the singing of the national anthem. And I took my bowler hat off and I dusted it. I put it right back on again. I went, go on then.
Good Lord, man.
Oh, it was so awkward.
And you made it home.
Yeah, I made it home. It was good. It was a good show. We had a great time. Of course, it did not work out well for D. Wayne. He got...
Well, of course. Got his comeuppance, didn't he?
No, you've got to come to a show.
I've been to a show.
I know you've been, but you got to keep coming because they get better and they're good and they're great.
I know. The problem is I work Saturdays and you wrestle on Saturdays.
Well, we'll figure it out.
I'll be the one soon enough. Yeah. A bit of a week on our side as well. Obviously, last week we were talking about we were going to have Bryson's surgery.
How was Bryson? That's my question on my phone.
It was, things got... No, that sounds dramatic. It wasn't as smooth as we thought. It was the adenoids and the tubes in the ears that we were going to have. Great. So he goes back. He was actually a rock star for going back by himself. he just yelled back to us, "2 lollies." Afterwards, he was putting his order in for what he wanted. He was very specific about 2 red lollies,
please.
But then Chris and I are sitting out in the waiting room, and then we hear Mr. and Mrs. Graham. Oh crap! As the surgeon comes out,
That's a bit soon.
it's never good. Never good. Turns out while they were trying to intubate him, they couldn't actually do it, and they're shoving the thing down his throat and stopping him breathing. So it was actually his tonsils had gotten huge as well.
Oh, they swelled.
So they took those out as well.
Yeah.
So that took it from a 3-day recovery to a 14-day recovery.
Oh.
So we had to quickly change our entire schedules around, which Chris thankfully took the bulk of. Thank you, Chris. Yeah. He's been miserable.
That's rough.
You know him. He's the happiest kid in the world. He's been miserable these last couple of days.
Yeah, I've been checking with you, and how's he doing today? And you're like, oh, he's doing okay.
Yeah.
And I'm going, no, he's not.
No.
I don't think he will be.
He's got
Day 3, I was like, day 3 is always the pain day.
Oh, that was a bad day. 3, 4, and 5 have been bad. Last night was a waking up on the hour every hour all through the night. So I'm a little bit today.
Oh, bless him.
But he's doing all right. We'll get there. I tell you one thing though, I didn't realize how much I don't like this. There's when he's sitting there in his little room in the hospital, and the nurses are all there and chatting, and then in comes I'm Mr. Anesthetist, anesthesiologist, whatever it is there, and talking about Bryson. Oh yes, look at him talking to the nurses. He's going to be a lady killer. All of this, and I'm like, all right, let's not. I'm not overly, sensitive to that stuff, but I'm like, the boy's about to have his mouth cut out. Do you want to? Let's not be focusing on what his dating profile is going to be here. Because he went on and on and on about it. I'm like, all right,
Calm down,
mate. So that was one thing, but no, he's doing all right. We'll hope for the best. He's got another week, I think, off school. The big news that's come out of England in the last week. Have you heard about James Bond?
I've heard about him. Yes, 007.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's all changed in 007's life. It was Amazon who just bought them. Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Just bought the rights to Bond.
Yeah.
And the Broccoli family are not going to be overseeing it anymore.
That's weird, isn't it?
It's very weird.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried.
So is it still MGM then? Or did Amazon buy MGM?
Amazon bought the rights to the whole show.
Yeah, the whole thing.
All right.
Yeah.
Whole Bond.
So I'm sure MGM will keep the rights to everything that's come before, but anything from here on, and Amazon, they like the television, like the cross media. It's
I'm
be
a bit
whole new
worried.
world. I'm a bit worried. But you haven't seen the last Bond film with Daniel Craig yet, have you?
No, I didn't see the last
All right,
one.
so we're not going to do spoilers, but I need you to see that one.
Okay.
Because if they are going to go into a totally different direction, I think that was the way to go with that one.
All right.
That was it's probably one of my favorite Bond movies. I loved it. And Skyfall's my favorite, but this one is right up there. But yeah, so we'll keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, I need to catch back up on them.
Who do you think would be a good Bond?
Well, that's an open question, isn't it? I mean,
Producer Owen's pointing
Oh,
to
it's me!
himself.
What?
All right.
Yeah,
You've
okay.
had 2 Welsh episodes. That's
Calm
all right.
down. He's been finishing off the whiskey.
Yeah.
The
I do
Welsh
like the
whiskey.
idea of the Idris Elba.
Yeah, I like that too. I was just going to say, you just pulled that right out of my mouth then.
Is that why it's wet?
That's what she said. That's what she
Good God.
Wow, edit that one out. Anyway, yeah, I like that idea. And then, what's his face was rumored as well. One, he's Superman. What's his face?
Oh,
God, why is this?
Yeah, Henry Cavill.
Cavill's rumored as well. I could see him doing it.
Who I've just worked out is English.
Yeah.
That was news to me.
I think he's from Jersey.
Is he?
I think his mum and dad live in Jersey.
It's Isle of Wight that I went to for the cricket,
Yeah.
but Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see either of those. I do like Idris Elba, though. He's a fantastic actor. I hope I'm saying his name correctly.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Tom Hardy?
No.
Bit rough. He's more of a Bourne than a Bond.
Oh, my God, it's Jason Bourne. Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, that'll be interesting to see.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what
I
happens.
just hope they don't do like mini TV series.
I think they're gonna.
Oh, come on.
I think they're gonna. But anyhow, we do have a little bit of an odd coincidence. Obviously, I think it was episode 1 or 2. We talked about Wales and the stalactites and stalagmites, and how there was a teacher in my school, Mr. Davis, who said to remind us which way the stalactites go, because tights go down, boys. And our school put out last week that he had sadly passed in the last week.
Oh.
I'm like, how about that? That we were just talking about it. I said to them on the little memorial to him, I'm like, we literally just told one of his stories this week.
Oh, bless him.
And that was quite good. But yeah, so there you go to David Davies. That's his name.
David Davies.
David Davies.
David Davies.
Yeah, it's a great one.
Well, bless you and your family, mate. Sorry for the loss.
But yeah, moving on. That was a bit callous sounding,
Thanks.
wasn't it? Right, yeah, that's it. Moving on.
He was all right.
Anyhow, with that, I think it is time to go to our favourite part of the week. It's 11's time.
11's.
Dong, dong, dong. Now, this week, we are continuing our themes of the week. This is Royal Week.
Oh, dear.
Royal Week will never be royal. I like that song.
Royal.
That's it. And so for this week, we have a very special 11's. It's something that I have wanted to do for us for a little second.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is nice. Big green bag.
It's the big green bag again.
The Trader Joe bag.
Oh, the Trader Joe bag.
Oh, we shouldn't say that. They don't sponsor us.
No, they don't. Oh, if they could.
If they could, it'd be great.
I'm going to put my mat out for this
Oh,
one
it's a
here.
beer mat.
It's a beer mat. The Tetley's bitter.
That is a proper beer mat.
Isn't it?
What pub did you nick that from?
You don't need to know.
Is it over on here or next or over there?
It was over there.
Oh, then what do we care? We're not
I
there.
can't remember.
Oh, I see.
That's my storyline way of saying I can't remember. Well, we don't need to talk about that.
Ooh.
So we have a couple of glasses here that say Johnny Walker on them.
Ooh.
But we're not having Johnny Walker.
Oh, no, okay.
I did ask you for
green,
once
red,
to...
green, and black.
Oh, there we are.
I've brought something for 11's.
What have you brought for 11's, Wayne?
It's coming in a nice can. Undo the top there. Let me show you. I've got some ice for the
Ice.
Drink. Yeah.
Good, well done. Because I've come straight from work.
Yeah,
Oh.
ice for the drinks.
Ice, baby. All right, ice us up a little bit.
Okay. Hang on, I can't reach.
Shall I do it?
Yeah, you're unreachable.
I'm the cocktail
Watch him dump like
server.
16 ice cubes out of that little
Bloody hell.
container.
There you go.
Oh, clink, clink, clink.
Clink, 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 clink.
Oh.
Welcome to Fish and Brits, where you're listening to a British lad try and pour ice into a thing.
Oh, why have you got 3?
I'm going to give you
okay.
a third.
All right.
There you go. You got an extra little knob there.
Oh, I've got a piece and a half to take home with me now.
A piece and a half. So this drink is a drink that is twofold for reasons. One of our favourite podcasts, Held by Sexton, my boss.
Yeah,
in
say that
England.
twice.
See, my words are coming back. They have a drink of this every episode, and I've wanted to pay homage to them for a little while. But it was also Queen Elizabeth, the late Queen Elizabeth, and the Queen Mother's favourite cocktail. So we have a bottle of Dubonnet.
What?
And your favourite, Wayne, a bottle of gin.
Oh, great.
To make a gin and Dubonnet.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I know. You remember, children,
Oh, no.
what happened in season 1 when we introduced Wayne to gin? He had to go straight to somewhere afterwards and...
Sober up.
something like that.
I did get a little loosey-goosey on that.
Now, if you haven't had a gin and Dubonnet, it is genuinely a very good drink. The ratios are 2 parts Dubonnet to 1 part gin. That's roughly a 1 part gin. Ish. It's metric or imperial, one of the two. Shh, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Yeah.
And you got to put another bit of that in there.
This is the Dubonnet. Now, Dubonnet is an aperitif. It is. It comes from a red wine.
I don't do wine, though, do I?
Well, you'll be fine. The gin will take
Will
the
it
edge
dry
off
now?
us. Huh?
Yeah, okay.
You'll be all right
Oh,
with
my
this one.
God. That is like... That's like that. Have you ever seen that video on YouTube of the girl making that drink? And she's just pouring half a bottle and she goes, 1 shot? And it's like half a bottle.
Right.
That was-
Oh, she makes the old-fashioned in
The
a
old
pint glass.
fashioned, yeah, in a pint glass.
Hey, Owen, give the ice a little stir around it. Just do the old shakeroo
Yeah,
round.
we've all got fingers.
There you are.
Looks like Ribena.
It does look like Ribena.
I might do a little more Dubonnet in mine. I didn't do quite the...
Yeah,
Quite
that's
the
not too
ratio.
bad. I'm having a stare.
Have a
It's a lovely... Oh, my God, that's got a smell to it.
Yeah, this is...
Whoa!
So you wonder why the Queen and the Queen Mother lasted so long. They had
my
one of these
God.
every single day. So
I bet
here we
you the
are.
Green Mother had it, yeah.
Gin and Dubonnet in honor of the late Queen, the Queen Mother, and William and Jordan from Help I Sixted My Bus, who got us into podcasting.
Yes. Thank you,
Cheers.
William and Jordan.
No clinking.
Oh, I'll keep talking while you're
Bloody
chugging.
hell.
All right,
Go on then. I'm excited for you to have this. I'll put airs in your chest. What do you think?
It's got too much wine in it for me.
All right, well, let's put some more gin in it. Hang
No,
on,
we're not
yeah,
putting
come on
more
then.
gin there. No,
if there's too much wine. No, come
No,
along.
no.
That's it.
Stop me. Stop
you.
me.
There you are. I mean,
Stop it pouring.
I want to make sure the
Oh,
ratios
is that-
are good for you there, Wayne.
Well, that's
we're
4
using-
to 2 now.
We're using Beefeater London gin, distilled in the heart of London.
4 to 2.
4 for 2. Go on, have another try now. Give it a finger.
I did. And a stir me drink.
Blimey. Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
It's nice.
Oh, there's too much gin in it now. I better get some of the winey stuff in there.
Better
Better get some of the winey stuff in the gin.
Producer
tonic.
Owen, we're classing up your studio. How do you feel about that drink? We'll let you have a talk.
Very nice.
Yeah, you like
All
it?
right, well, that was good.
That was good.
That was
well
insightful there.
Very nice.
Well worded. What? Yeah, 5 stars, Owen.
5 stars. So
Very
there
nice. What do you want from me?
you can have a go at this if
No,
you
it's
like.
okay.
If
It's
you like
okay.
a gin, Dubonnet, it's about $15 in America from the liquor store. I quite like it. I'd never had it before we started podcasting.
It is good. It's not that I don't like it. It is good. It's
A bit
just,
warm.
It's
yeah, I feel warm in the throat.
well, yeah, that's because it's pure liquor.
Yeah, well, yeah.
The gin is let's do a little count up here for the boys and girls. The gin is only 40%. That's honestly not the strongest thing in the world.
You know what's weird about it is it just feels flat to me.
well, yeah, it's not sparkling.
It's got I know, but I'm trying to explain the flavor.
and
that
the
I've got going
Dubonnet
in
is
mouth.
20%.
All right. What's
So-
60 plus 20?
Whatever's in your
Drunk.
mouth.
60 plus 20 equals drunk.
Yeah, you and gin. We shouldn't have started out this episode.
I know. I'm
with
going to put
gin.
it down because I keep sipping on it. I'm trying to. Just trying to get the flavor. What's the flavor? What am I trying to
Gin.
link it to?
Ginish.
Yeah, it is very ginish.
Have you ever had mulled wine?
Yeah, but did we? What was the stuff we had on?
I was going to bring you some mulled wine, but then it had cinnamon in it, so I didn't do it.
Yeah, no, I
but it
can't
kind
have
of
that.
tastes like cold mulled wine.
Remember, didn't you make it for the one time, and you had to make the whole new batch because you'd done the first one in cinnamon?
Yeah.
That was on the show, wasn't it?
No, I brought the port instead.
Oh, the
because I
port.
was gonna. Yes, it's got
That's
that
the
port
only thing I've
taste
ever
to it.
had like that because I don't do wine at all. I cannot do it. It's too
No,
vinegar.
You certainly don't do wine.
I just wine a lot.
Just wine a lot. So there we are.
Oh, well,
It's a bit of
thanks for
something
that.
there. Of course.
Pretty good.
And with
I am
that,
feeling warm now.
are you warm?
Yeah, it's warming me up.
It just goes.
Oh, it's
right-
taking his bloody shirt off.
But we got the new fan installed in here, so we're doing all right. So yeah, go ahead, give that a try. Gin and Dubonnet, fabulous drink. You can do it with a slice of lemon as well. That's quite nice.
Oh.
Almost like a gin and tonic. I quite like it. It's got a good kick to it.
Yes, it does. It does. You know, it's just flashed in my head for some weird reason.
What?
When you said the Queen Mum and the gin. Do you remember Spitting Image
Yeah,
with the puppets?
yeah.
Was that ever in America? Oh, it was in the Phil Collins video.
Was it?
Yeah, I don't think it made it over here in the States, Spitting
No.
Image. Anyway, they brought out this book of all different things with all the Spitting Image puppets doing inappropriate things.
Right.
And one of them was the Queen Mum, and she's got her fingers and her thumbs up like this, like she's making she's fist bumping almost like this.
Oh yeah.
But tattooed across her knuckles was gin and tonic.
Oh, I mean, she loved a gin and tonic.
Yeah, it just popped in my head that.
There you go.
I wonder if I've still got that book somewhere in storage.
You're gonna have to look for that one. Yeah, I
Spitting
you know,
Image.
I've seen one of those. Now you talk about it. But yeah. But with that, I think it is time to see what is in the weekly news this week.
Coming to us live via gin and wine. It's Adam with the news.
You know, strangely, the diction is perfect for you with that.
Is it?
It is. For this week. Oh, that was a lot. I'm getting the gin on my side. Do you even feel like season 2 is just less professional than season 1? Tell us in the comments. Get in touch with
less
us.
professional and way faster.
There you go. Yeah.
Knocking it out, man.
We want to hear from you as well. Now's a good time to remind you of that. You can get in touch with us at fishandbrits@gmail.com. You can subscribe to us on the Patreon, patreon.com/fishandbrits, or you can get in touch via the socials, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, if I remember to look at it. But
Yeah, you haven't put anything on
terrible at that
TikTok.
one.
Yeah.
I'm terrible with the TikTok. Well, because it
We're
wasn't there for a
terrible on
while.
all the social media, to be honest.
I'm pretty good on the Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah, I
for
mean,
us.
when we put stuff up.
But yeah,
We're
give us a
supposed to
chat.
post daily, you know.
And of course,
Hourly.
And of course, you can go to fishandbrits.com where you have links there to everything that we show you on the show. That's also available, link in the bio on the social medias. And that's where you'll find the link to talk back to us and submit your questions, which we'll get to later on in the episode.
Cheers.
But for the news this week, we're going to go to Metro.
Ooh.
Metro is that newspaper that you get on the London Underground. It's the free newspaper in London. And, excuse me, I was just hiccuping with gin. Parrot tells firefighter to f off after getting stuck on roof. A foul-beaked parrot who got stuck on a roof has told firefighters trying to rescue it to f off. Jessie, a turquoise and yellow macaw, spent 3 days on the roof of a house in Edmonton, North London. London Fire Brigade were eventually called to help with the rescue after the RSPCA and her owner were unable to coax her down, but they received a beak full of abuse by the bird. The owner told the firefighter who went up the ladder to say, "I love you," to try and get her to cooperate, but the affection fell on deaf ears and instead he got abuse. The watch manager for the fire department said Jessie had been on the same roof for 3 days and there were concerns she may be injured. However, I love that the firefighter's name is Mr. Swallow. It's a bird theme there.
Saving a bird.
Yeah, Mr. Swallow from the Green Watch team at Edmonton Fire Station said, "We then discovered that she had a bit of a foul mouth and kept swearing at us." Jessie and her unnamed owner also speak Turkish and Greek, so the crew also tried telling her to come to them in both those languages. After it was finished hurling expletives, curse words, it became clear Jessie wasn't injured at all. She simply flew off onto another roof, a tree, and then towards her owner. The London Fire Brigade has repeatedly called on members of the public not to dial 999 when a pet becomes trapped. So there you go.
All right, 999.
999. Oh, yeah. That's what I got caught up on, reading that. 911 is the, obviously the American version. 999 is England. It said officers have previously been called to rescue an iguana from a roof, a kitten wedged in a bongo drum, and a chimp trapped in a chimney.
A chimp?
That's it. How do you get a chimp trapped in a chimney? I guess throw a banana up it. That's one way of doing it, isn't it? That's the stupidest joke I'll make all day. You're welcome.
Let it out the cage.
I mean, this is great news, isn't it? Parrot tells firefighter to f off
Brilliant.
after getting stuck on the roof. I mean, I probably would as
Yeah,
well.
thanks for helping me.
Yeah.
I've got a funny story about a bird that used to cuss.
Have you?
Oh, look
That's a
at-
nice bird, isn't it?
It is. Look at that firefighter's
Look at that
face.
firefighter's little mustache.
Is that right? When the bird told him?
He's got a John
Oh.
Waters mustache, and he's trying to coax this bird down. Good grief.
He was going for the Turkish look.
Go on, what have you
Too
got?
much. Well, my Uncle Tommy, brother of my dad, he used to own a pet shop in Liverpool.
Okay,
And he had a bird. I forget what kind of bird it was. I think it was like a magpie or something.
right.
Right?
Oh, from Newcastle.
Yeah. And if you tormented the bird, so that this bird got dropped off, like we can't have this bird in our home anymore. It's a bit of a nuisance. We got it. We adopted it. And
I'm entertaining myself
Yes.
by substituting bird for the term for a girlfriend being the bird
oh yeah,
with this story. Anyway, listen back to
What-
it and just change that meaning.
they didn't adopt them anyway. Yeah. So anyway, they get this bird, right? So if you antagonize the bird, it would get mad, and it said hundreds of words. You're smart magpies,
That's
all
why they
right?
tell you never to poke the bird.
Yeah. Don't poke the bird. So then, anyway, what the hell was I saying? You keep interrupting me. So
I've turned into
the
you.
gin is happening. So this magpie, if you it would say hello, hiya, hello, all that stuff. Well, if you started niggling at it, it started getting really mad,
Yeah.
and it would turn into two voices. It was an elder man voice and a lady voice,
Oh.
and it would start screaming, I believe, as the woman, like, telling him to F off,
Right.
shut up. And he start, tag it more. And then he started going off about, the vicar's coming. Mary, put the kettle on. The vicar's coming. The vicar's coming. Oh, the fucking vicar. And this bird going off. And my dad would go into the store and antagonize this bird to make it do this because it drove Uncle Tommy nuts.
Right.
And he poked this bird and get it going. Turns out that the people that had adopted the bird was a vicar. So
Brilliant.
they had to get rid of the bird. Anyway, I don't know what
So how did the bird learn that?
because of the house that it came from.
Wow.
Yeah. So they'd adopted this bird
Yeah.
from the person, and they, it was just picking up the conversations every time they'd have an argument.
That's great.
So the bird would start.
By the way.
It was.
It was,
wonderful,
yeah.
yes.
So I get the freaking going, bad. And so, but the bird would start arguing with itself in the conversation as the two voices. But it was just squawking off because we'd have take the treat and pull it away, take the treat and pull it away.
And next week, Magpie and a can of Coke was on special.
Magpie and a can of Coke.
That's it. Well, there we go. That's a bit of bird talk. We didn't
There
think
you
we'd
go.
get there.
That was good.
Bit of bird talk. But it is time to go into our theme of the week. We have the Royals. Obviously, we support the Royals on this show. Have you ever met them?
Yes.
I think we've done.
I've
I think
seen
we've
them.
had this conversation.
Yeah. In Jersey, I saw.
Why is everything in Jersey this week?
I don't know. It's weird. We should talk about Jersey because a lot of people don't even know where bloody Jersey is, especially people from New Jersey. Where do you
we've
think you
got
your
old
name
Jersey.
from? Yeah, we've got the original Jersey. Yeah, they came to visit the island while we were there, and my dad was part of the specialty acts
Yeah.
that would do the hotel tours on the island, and we all came out and watched them drive by and saw the Queen and
Oh, lovely.
Diana and Charles, and I mean, yeah, it was everybody. They all just whizzed on by, and then I saw Prince Charles again in Liverpool.
Did he remember you?
No, he never said nothing. It shook my dad's hand though. That was cool. He came up to the crowd. My dad just put his hand out and he shook his hand. That was
And he
pretty
said,
cool.
"Oh, the vicar's coming."
Yeah, he said hello. All right, Charlie. Yeah. No, so have you ever met them?
Seen, not met.
Right.
Yeah, went to Sandringham one Christmas to see them all go over to the church there. And funnily, my aunt, uncle, and cousins went this last Christmas, and I was looking in the news here, and it followed, you know how they follow the royal family in stories. There they were in the background with them there. I was like, oh, I guess they went this year. So that was
Because
fun.
there they are.
Yeah, I sent them the pictures from American media. Went, oh, yeah, that'll do it. But no, I had a friend actually who just went to Scotland. His name is Preston. You've met Preston.
Mm-hmm.
And he went to the Scottish Highland Games. And the friend that he was staying with was a lord, a little bit quite well connected.
Oh, I see.
And said, why don't you come around the back of the tent? Which,
Oh,
you know,
and then what?
in Scotland, that's show us your haggis. They go round, and there was only bloody Charles and Camilla right there to
Oh,
meet
wow.
them. They were friends together, the Lord and the King,
Oh.
and it was a private audience with my mate Preston, Charles and Camilla.
All right, did you get a picture?
I don't think they did. I think they were
Oh.
too busy. Just it was a
Well,
quick.
that's kind of cool.
I don't think
you
Charlie's
imagine-
in for the selfies.
Yeah. Could you imagine just that happening? Like, just walk around the corner. Oh, it's just only just the king.
It's only them,
Oh, well, I would be like, what's the protocol? What's the protocol?
right? Do you think he'd listen to this show?
Sure, I think he would.
I think he'd love it.
Oh, he's always been open, Charles, isn't he? He's like,
A little
Always-
too open.
yeah, well, yeah, true.
Right. Well, that's the point that he stopped listening to the show.
He's off the listening questions. He's always.
There you go.
Yeah.
He
He's
is.
trying to
He's
find out
always-
about the people, you know.
That's
He's
it.
just so personable from what I remember, you know what I mean? Did you see the footage of, like, the bikers that were up in the...
Oh,
the
fantastic!
cyclists, I
isn't it?
should say, not where they were up in the mountains. And
In
he just comes-
Balmoral.
He just comes walking up.
Yeah, he's just
Oh, that's
on-
where it was, Balmoral.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's just
yeah.
having his little wander around,
And he had a nice little chat with them. And how's the weather? What the?
and he's telling them about one of the houses that they want to convert into a place where people can stay and that sort of thing, and just like having a good old chat.
Yeah, and they're just like, bloody hell, it's only the king.
I tell you what, and I know I'm not alone in this one. He seems to have relaxed into the role of king after obviously the ascending. Good God,
Succession?
the succession, the ascending to the throne.
Sorry,
He's,
that's the gin and wine. Bringing out my
that's what we
knowledge.
fancy. Obviously, that's a stressful time, but it seems on account of both losing your mother and getting that job position. But he seems to have really relaxed into it over the last couple of years now, and he's very popular. Far more than when you remember back to the Charles, Camilla, Diana, anything that was in the Crown, that sort of thing. During that period, if things were a bit up in the air. It's like a totally different approach to him now.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to the.
I remember the day that he and Camilla got married. It was very strange. That whole day and the week afterwards, the mood about them changed on a dime. And people put it down to her dress, to what Camilla wore to her wedding. She didn't try to look like a princess. She didn't try to emulate anything that perhaps Diana had worn, things like that. She wore something very conservative, but very her. And that was the first time that people really saw that she wasn't trying to take the place of Princess Diana. And I think a lot of people softened to her then. You wouldn't see that in The Crown, though. Did you watch The Crown?
I didn't finish
We've done
it.
that one. You didn't
I watched
finish
the
it?
first 3 seasons, I think. And
Well, there's only the fourth. You've got to watch the fourth.
No, I never got to the fourth.
It's fantastic.
I don't think I finished the third, actually. That's when it was going through me, falling asleep, doing everything.
Oh, yeah, there is that. But speaking of the Royals, we do have something structured for this one.
Do you?
I do. I have,
Did you have it?
courtesy of globaltrekker.org, 10 surprising...
No, you're from the country, boy.
All right. 10 surprise... I used to be able to talk. I blame the amount of talking I do in my daily life right now.
Yeah.
10 surprising royal family facts.
Or
You're a wizard, Queen Elizabeth. 10 surprising royal family... I will finish this sentence. 10 surprising royal family facts that will astonish you. Probably not now. Number 1. The Queen doesn't need a passport. This is old. She doesn't need it now.
Of course she doesn't. That was a fact.
Let's change that to the King doesn't need a passport. She's the only... he is now the only person in the United Kingdom who doesn't need a passport to travel internationally. As all British passports are issued in their name, they are exempt from requiring one themselves.
Oh.
How about that?
Wow.
Do you think he still has one, though?
He's got to.
He likes to look at a picture of his mum and a picture of himself in tiny form at the back there. Royal blood in space. Did you know some royal DNA has reached the stars? When a British astronaut travelled to the International Space Station in 2015, he took with him a sample of Sir Isaac Newton's apple tree, which is now part of the Crown estate. So technically not royal DNA, but royal household. Do you know what wakes the Queen up in the morning?
An alarm clock.
Right. Do you know what...
Well, nothing right now.
Well, nothing right now. She'd be a bit hard to wake
We've
up.
been trying to wake up for 3 years.
Jeez. This is it. This is where we get cancelled from England.
That'd be all right.
All right, then. What was her alarm clock?
Was it a butler?
No, it's bagpipes.
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 Yeah, that'll wake me up.
A bagpiper playing outside her window she used to have for 15 minutes every morning wherever she was in residence.
Wow.
Prince Charles talks to his plants.
Not surprised.
Yeah. Harry, William. In a rather endearing quirk, Prince Charles has admitted to talking to the plants in his garden. He believes it helps them grow better, showing a surprisingly green thumb for the monarch. There you go.
I've seen the size of his thumbs.
No, I haven't. Have you seen his
Big
thumbs?
hands, hasn't he?
Blimey.
Look at that ring. That ring's hot, hanging on for dear life.
When do you... Too political. Where do you think the royal family make people weigh in once per year?
Weigh in?
Yes.
What, get on a scale?
Yes.
What? Hang on. Ask that question again.
What point in a year, what event do you think the royal family is required to weigh in?
I'm trying to wreck my brains on something they would be doing to make that happen.
Religious? In a way.
Is it Christmas?
It is.
Okay.
Well done. In a centuries-old custom, guests at Sandringham are weighed before and after Christmas dinner.
Oh.
This tradition, started by King Edward VII, was meant to ensure guests were well fed during their stay.
Wow.
So the
that's
more
cool.
you put on during lunch, the better you were perceived as a guest.
All right. Pass the duck. Pass
Right.
the pheasants.
I tell you what, we should do that next Christmas.
Pheasants.
No, weigh in.
Oh, no way. No way. You should see how much I shove in my mouth for Christmas.
Right. The royal bees. There are royal bees. When a monarch dies, the royal beekeeper must inform the palace's beehives of the sovereign's passing. So obviously that was something that had not been done for many, many years, but was done recently. So the bees are well informed.
Okay, good.
And the Queen has 2 birthdays, so does the King now. The monarch celebrates an official birthday in June, as well as their calendar birthday. Do you know why?
No.
Because they wanted a better chance of good weather for the birthday parade.
Oh.
So there you go.
Was that in the summertime then?
That would have been, June is in the summer,
Yeah.
traditionally.
I meant for the parade.
Yeah, that would be in the summer for the birthday.
I meant to rephrase it different so I don't sound like an idiot. Go on, continue. Gin's kicking in. Gin is kicking in.
So that's one set of little facts there.
That's fun.
Here's a good one. And then for this one, we go upper class. We go to the Michelin Guide for royal family facts fit for a king. These ones are dated in 2024, so at least they'll know that she's gone. Who was the first monarch to live at Buckingham Palace?
Well, it was there when was it her dad?
No, it was Queen Victoria.
Was it really?
Queen Victoria.
I should
yes.
know that. That's bad, Wayne.
I know it was. It was in 1837, centuries into the existence of the British royal family, that the Queen Victoria made it the main royal residency. Built originally on a much smaller building called Buckingham House, the site that would become the palace was built for the Duke of Buckingham, who remained the owner until King George III bought it as a private residence for his wife in 1762. So there you go. It's been in it's been in the family for a while, but Queen Victoria was the first one to make it a full-time residence.
Wow, I should know that. I probably knew it at some point, and I just forgot.
Yep. An odd job from Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth II had someone specifically to break her shoes in for her. Obviously, she was very busy, workaholic almost. She did not have time to have the sore feet of breaking in a pair of shoes. So it came to her personal assistant and senior dresser from 1993 until 2022. That job went to Angela Kelly to break in the Queen's shoes. 2 sorts of food the royals do not eat: shellfish or garlic.
Really?
Yes. Why do you think that might be?
Allergies?
Allergies is sort of on the right track. Shellfish, they're advised to avoid eating shellfish for fear of food poisoning derailing official trips. And garlic, obviously because of the smell.
Right on. Yeah. Can't be meeting people like that.
They didn't want to be seen as having a garlicky smell to them. So there we go. And the final one. Oh, no, it's not the final one. It can be the final one. We got a couple of them here. The royals always travel with what sort of clothing?
Suits.
Almost. Black clothing.
Oh, black clothing? Oh, in case someone...
someone passes, yes.
Yeah, but I knew that.
And that started around when then Princess Elizabeth, who became Queen Elizabeth II, was on a state visit to Kenya.
Yeah, in Africa, yeah.
When her father passed, arriving back in the UK, she had to stay on the plane until someone brought her a suitable mourning outfit.
I did know that. I saw that in a documentary.
Did you?
I did.
There you go. And the last one, because I love a bit of Christmas, they buy dreadful Christmas gifts. You've just downed your gin and tonic.
I did. I was just thinking, God, I didn't like that, but it's gone.
But it's gone. They buy dreadful Christmas gifts for each other on purpose. They said that because they're accustomed to good things day to day, they like to try and find tacky and humorous gifts to give each other. They give gifts on Christmas Eve, as befits their German heritage. Some of the most notable presents given over the years include a leather toilet seat given to Prince Charles by Princess Anne. Oh. And Catherine, the Princess of Wales, gave Prince Harry a grow-your-own girlfriend kit, which he successfully did and managed to get Meghan Markle. So with we good. That's why I've got the pillow. Not pillow, the towel. I just kicked the table. We're doing well. I've got my Tetleys.
It's all right.
Um,
I spilt my gin down my chin. You've put it all over the table.
gin on your chin, and I've put it on the towel. That's why it's there. Talk, Wayne.
La 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 la.
Thank you. I just needed to have a little mouthful of that.
You're welcome.
So there we go. Those are some.
Those are some good facts.
Yeah, I thought we'd bring the class up.
I need
a
to
little bit
brush
there.
up on my stuff. I need to start reading more. I need to get off the stupid socials and start acknowledging my brain again.
Honestly, there's a really great documentary that I loved, and it was the timeline of the Queen's passing and how it was distributed to the news, to all of that, and it's fascinating. It's really interesting. I'll send you the link
Send
to
me
it.
the
It's
link.
on YouTube.
I'll,
for that
I'll
one.
give it a watch.
So there we go. And then to finish out the royal thing, we have the national anthem, which of course goes a little something like this.
I'm not singing it.
Are you going to stand up for this one, D. Wayne?
No, I'm not. I'm very comfortable.
This is just the precursor, the little warm up. This is not the part you hear on the World Cup.
No.
And it kicks in with. King.
Oh,
King. So there we go. There's that one.
But
There
dun,
is-
dun, dun, dun.
There is a train of thought where people, although they like that one, there is one more preferable song that a lot of people think is the unofficial national anthem, which is Rule Britannia, which goes a little something like this. It's very jaunty. Naval, almost. I mean, you could be trotting through Epcot with that music.
Trotting on my horse.
Or try getting on something. I just can't see David Beckham singing this, though.
Oh, I can. Have you heard his voice?
Oh, that's true. He's definitely a soprano. But a lot of people like that one. I like God Save the King. It's a nice one. I do like. You like Rule Britannia. What was it
Yeah.
on? You said.
Oh, it used to be the British Bulldogs entrance for WWF.
Oh, for the wrestling.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
He played. They blasted that in Wembley when they did SummerSlam,
Oh, really?
and and he blasted it, and everyone's whoa mental.
Do you think the Royals have?
And he beat Bret Hart
He-
for the Intercontinental Championship.
Wembley.
Wembley. It was massive. It was such a good match too.
Well, listeners, you've reached the point
Yeah.
that I stopped knowing what the hell we're talking
Yeah,
about.
we'll have to watch that. That's a good match.
There you go. But that
Lennox
does-
Lewis came down with the British with the Union Jack.
I know who Lennox Lewis is. That's
Yeah.
a good start. But it is time now to go to some listeners' questions with that other great British of anthems. Sing along. You know the words by now.
I hope they do.
Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat,
and he's like a white cat.
Early in the
Morning, morning.
just as day is dawning,
Dawning,
he
dawning.
picks up all the post bags in his van.
Lovely stuff.
In his van.
Pat is on the way, and we have handed our listeners questions over here. Thank you for these questions coming on in. We've had some great ones this
got
week,
'em.
I will say. Have you not?
I've got here they are.
Oh,
Found
there
them.
they go.
Sorry.
We've had some great questions coming in, so thank you for those. Once again, go to fishandbrits.com, or you can go to our link in our bio on our socials, and you'll find the link right there. We put it up in the stories occasionally, or just shoot us a message on Instagram with your listener questions. We'll get it all here via a Postman Pat's van. This first one comes from Charlie. Hey, it's Charlie.
Charlie!
Yeah, go on. Not King Good King
It would
Charlie.
be a musical question, wouldn't it?
Would be.
From Charlie.
Who is the Robbie Williams of the US?
Ooh.
A huge artist here,
Wow.
but never made it big in the UK.
Well, that's hard for me to answer because I was young when I left.
You know, I don't
That's a
remember
hard-
people like NSYNC being as big over there. I know that's a group.
Really?
Yeah. Not as big as here.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of artists that were big. Well, not weren't big. That were like popular when I came here. That I was like, I've never heard of this
you know,
group.
any good country artist, like Dolly. Dolly is not
What's
that
his
huge.
What's his fella's got one?
Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce Springsteen. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Massive, isn't he?
Yeah, big here because
I don't.
He's
get him.
Born in the USA song,
Yeah.
that one, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's him.
Um,
When I came here, like one band that I kind of got into when I came here was like Creedence Clearwater Revival.
yeah.
I don't think they were big in England, were they? Creedence.
I don't remember them.
The Grateful Dead was another one.
Was Billy Idol big in England?
Billy Idol? What? Billy Idol?
Yeah. Is he English?
Yeah.
Oh, so he was good.
Yeah, he's massive.
Who am I thinking of? Billy Joel.
Billy Joel, yeah.
That's the one. Billy Idol.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, bloody,
No,
bloody Billy Idol.
I
Pain
think
in the
Springsteen's probably the one there.
Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah. What do they call
Now,
him
is
in?
this like people that just like they never made it big in the UK? Neil Young?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Who's like a massive star?
Here, but not there.
Oh, that's weird. My brain doesn't work that way for some reason.
No, because we used to come in the other way.
Jelly Roll big there now.
Oh, he's big everywhere, isn't he? Well, he's lost 100 pounds. He's not so big.
Is he? Good for him.
Yeah.
No,
I don't know.
You
I
get
don't
so
listen
many.
to the UK charts.
No, there's.
I mean, I do. I have Alexa put it on.
You
every
know, I
night
think
when
the
I'm doing the
difference
dishes.
is here, everything is so segregated by genre.
Mhm.
In the UK, it's not so much.
It's just across the board, and it's just top of the pops. What's at the top of the pops?
You've got so many different charts here: the country chart, the R&B chart, all of this. In the UK, it's just one chart.
Is there? Well, country music is pretty big in England because my dad used to listen to Willie Nelson and Merle Haggard and Johnny Cash and all that stuff. My dad was a massive Willie Nelson.
Do you think
fan.
that was a certain era though? Because you don't listen to much country
maybe.
over there now.
Would Garth Brooks be one?
You think Garth
Because
Brooks?
he was massive here.
Yeah.
Remember when he was on top? It was like,
Yeah.
Wait, when was Garth Brooks? Looking back.
Yeah, a lot of those ones would be.
on the memory of
I think Springsteen's the one that we
Bruce
settle
Springsteen.
in
Yeah,
on there.
I'd settle with Bruce Springsteen as well.
Yeah. Speaking of Robbie Williams though, because that's
a good
in
question,
there.
though.
Have you seen the film yet?
I didn't
need
see
to
it.
see that.
Is it still in the theater?
No, you can it's streaming.
It
soon.
bombed here, didn't it? Did
I
it
know.
bomb here?
But it did. I think it did
It's
well
winning
in
awards
England.
in England and
Yeah.
Europe. He just won an award for something.
I had a friend who just saw it the other day, Stephen. He said that it was fantastic.
My mate Jason went and saw it, and he said it was amazing.
I really want to see it. I really
I'm so
like
mad
Robbie
I didn't get to go.
Favorite Robbie Williams song?
Oh man, there's so many of them.
Angels is a classic.
Well, Angels is the one everyone goes to. Oh, everyone's pulling the face like the numbers came in.
Oh, what happened?
It was bombed it, right?
Go full mic.
I blame TikTok for the bombing of it.
20.2 million worldwide, despite the film's given $110 million budget. United Kingdom, 6.1 million. United States and Canada, 2 million.
Oh, dear.
I was being gracious.
Other territories, 18.2. Australia, 2.5 million.
Blimey.
Wowie, Robbie.
So that is an unfortunate bomb. Do you
Yeah.
think if he hadn't have gone with the monkey aspect,
No one got the monkey concept of it. Everyone just went immediately like,
But it
oh,
makes
why
so
is
mu-
it a monkey?
it makes so much sense.
He explained it over and over in every interview.
Yes.
He's always said, I'm a performing monkey. I'm an idiot. We get that because we're from England.
And
but
we're performing monkeys.
Yeah, we are.
And we're idiots.
No, let's not say that. We'll get cancelled. But yeah, I blame the TikTok stuff. Well, that's what was happening to him. Everyone was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, it's because he's the monkey. What's with the monkey? It's weird. Just don't watch it."
Yeah.
And none of the Americans well, the TikTok. I totally blame it because everybody it was this big across the board. The Americans don't like Robbie Williams. Get over yourselves.
Right.
Well, of course that's now going to trend. Everyone's going to go that way with it now. Because
So now
that's
it's
the popular
popular to
thing.
hate him.
Popular to hate him. Yeah,
That's a
exactly.
shame.
88% on Rotten Tomatoes, though.
That's not bad.
That's
No.
pretty good.
That's not bad.
Pretty good number.
Yeah, we'll have to give it a watch
I'll
on
have
that
to
one.
see if it's on the telly at some point soon.
This next one comes from Phineas Stevens. Hello, Phineas.
Hello, Phineas
Oh,
Stevens.
what is your favourite car?
What?
Oh, all right. We don't get off, and we'll have to do a car episode sometime.
Yeah, I'm not really a big car person.
How do
I've
we
always
thi-
been a motorcycle guy myself.
Well, let's narrow
but-
this down. What's been your favourite car?
What one I've owned?
Yeah.
I loved my pickup truck. I had a Mazda B2000 pickup truck. It was the first car I ever had bought here. Not that I ever bought one in England, but I paid cash for it. I was
Yeah.
very proud of it. I'd saved up for it. And it was a lowrider.
Oh.
And it had the hydraulics in the back.
Yeah.
I had all the handles shaved off, so there was no door. I had to use the key to open the door.
So how'd you get out then?
Well, I could get in the handles inside the car, but outside it was all smoothed out, and it was
What's
candy
the
apple
bloody
red.
point of that?
It was cool, man. It was cool, dude.
Good
That's my
lord.
American car. Yeah. Cool. Hip. Anyway, yeah, I got it, and it was all just like primered up, and I spent like a whole day getting all the hail damage out the roof, and did all the
Can you come
Bondo
do
and-
mine? I've still got the hail damage from
Oh,
last
have you?
year.
No, I had mine done. Yeah, I did all the car, and I had it painted myself, and
Nice.
Yeah, I love that truck. It I got my first speeding ticket in that car.
Did you?
Oh, yeah, I almost had it taken off me by my dad because I was going so fast. I was doing 98 on I-4,
Oh.
and I got pulled over.
Any classic British cars that you're a fan of?
I love MG midgets.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've seen my
Aston
dad's
Martin.
MG, haven't you?
Not in person. I've seen pictures of it.
Okay.
But never seen it in person.
No, we'll have to do that one day.
Mm.
I like going back to Bond. I like the Aston Martins.
Yeah, Aston Martins.
Those are beautiful there.
Have you seen old Ramsey's new Aston Martin?
Yes. He's been taking people out of his restaurant to show him.
Oh.
Gordon Ramsay. He's been showing patrons and punters his car that he's parked outside the front. Like, all right,
It's
Gordon.
just so nonchalant. He's just, it's only worth £5 billion pounds. How much is
Pounds?
that car?
I don't know. It's like one of the
Sounds
cars
like-
that we saw at that gig that we did in Miami.
Oh, the Porsche place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Porsches are good cars too.
Yeah, it's a good one. My favorite car that I've had, realistically, my current one is my favorite one because I really do like my. I've got a
Nissan
I've got the
Rogue.
Nissan Rogue. Yeah.
I thought you forgot what you had.
No, I'm just can't.
I really like my car. It's called the blue one.
I'm trying not to cough on mic.
Oh, all right. Clear throat.
There
Clear
you go.
throat. It's a blue Nissan Rogue.
Cough. Thank you very much. But I did like in England. I had a diesel, Volkswagen Golf turbo diesel. That was a lovely car. That one. It drove beautifully until I crashed it, and then it didn't drive so well anymore.
Oh, that's the one you smashed on the way to come to here, isn't it? Is that the one that you said?
no, that's the one that I
Oh,
smashed.
so you smashed more than one then?
Yeah, a few. No, actually.
Stick, of course.
Yeah, it was a stick.
Yeah,
that
stick.
one. I couldn't drive a stick now. I wouldn't know where to start.
Did you ever drive a stick when you got here?
No.
You've never been
No.
on that side of the car then,
No,
have you?
automatic. Yep.
I never drove in England, so I never really
I've
did anything.
I've now driven longer in America than I had in England, so that's automatic's
Right.
my predominant one now.
You don't think you could do it? After my truck. Oh no, I had two cars between it. But anyway, I ended up with a Jeep. My Jeep was stick. I love it. My truck was a stick too, so I learned to drive in stick.
But automatics are getting more popular in England as well now. My mum's got
Are
an
they?
automatic. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, she buys automatics now. I mean, it just makes more sense, really. They're so much easier to drive.
I
Right.
don't know. I love that driving stick cars.
Yeah, but you've got to put so much more work into it.
You can really spin the wheels and do tricks.
If I never have a car stall out on me again for the braking and finding the bite point and all of that, oh bollocks to that. Oh, hill starts. I lived on hills in Winchester and had to do a hill start every single day. Do a hill start in December in the snow in ice with your handbrake. Oh, what a pain in the backside that is. That's dangerous at that point. But yeah, I really liked my Volkswagen Golf.
I blew the engine in that truck 3 times because I drove it like a maniac.
Brilliant.
Oh, I love that truck.
What happened to it in the end?
I blew the transmission in it, and then that was pretty pricey to do.
Yeah.
And at that time, I had 2 other cars, so it just sat there.
Well.
Yeah, I had a Jeep Cherokee, and then the Jeep. The
Yeah.
Jeep Cherokee, I blew something broke in the motor.
Right.
I just never got. I ended up scrapping that one.
Right.
But I held on to that truck. I couldn't let it go, and then I finally had to let it go. And a guy that's just driving past my mum and dad's, he saw the truck in the driveway, and then he'd driven several times and noticed it wasn't going anywhere. So he came in and inquired about it, and I just was like, you know what, just give me a couple of $100 for it. And
Yeah.
away you go. It just needs a new transmission. The motor was all rebuilt in it, and my dad would go out and start it up every now and then, make sure
Yeah.
it was still running. And it was a sad day watching that thing go on the truck and then being driven away because
Yeah.
I love that truck.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that was my favorite one. That was a good question.
That's
That.
a good one, that.
Thanks, Phineas.
Thanks, Phineas. And the last question of the day comes from Cam. Hello, Cam. What's the best and what's the most overrated American fast food for tourists? So I guess if you're planning to come over here. So what? I think this means what's your favorite and which one's the most overrated? Not necessarily the worst, I guess, but like which one do people think is going to be good? but isn't?
KFC is it's garbage now, isn't it? KFC.
KFC. You like KFC, Owen?
Oh, I haven't eaten one in probably 2 years.
No.
Yeah.
I prefer Popeyes if we're going to go chicken here.
Yeah.
Um,
I like Wendy's.
Do you?
I
Is that
can't
the
do-
best, though?
No, I don't think it's the best. Taco Bell's the best on a bender night,
You see,
especially.
Taco Bell for me is the most overrated. I don't...
I can agree with that because it's not as good as it used to be.
Yeah.
I mean, Taco Bell back in the day was like crazy. Like it was crazy cheap.
Yeah.
You know, something that costs, $9.95 now used to be like $1.50.
Right.
And it was loaded. Now it's $9.95 and you get half a spoon of ground beef in there.
Yeah.
One squirt of the cheese.
Yeah.
Ow, it's so
They make
bad
more of
now,
their
man.
marketing out of the Mountain Dew than anything else. 'Cause
Yeah,
they've got their drink selection is the bigger thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd probably say that Wendy's is my favorite one to go to now because I cannot do McDonald's anymore. I
No.
do enjoy a Burger King every now and then, but then I instantly regret it.
You know,
Checkers used to be good.
have you've been to California, haven't you?
No.
I will say In-N-Out is probably my
Yeah,
favorite
it's
one.
a dream one day to go there.
but
Have
In-N-Out,
you been there? Yeah, no. never.
In-N-Out, when we went to California in 2019. I really liked In-N-Out, but that one lives up to the hype for me.
Okay.
That one's really very good. It's better than Five Guys, and I know Five Guys has just started out in England as well. England just
Has
got their
it?
Chick-fil-A. They got their first Chick-fil-A.
Oh.
Good luck with the politics on that one.
Hello.
Whether you can eat it or not on any given day. I haven't had Chick-fil-A in a long time.
I don't know if I have a favorite fast food. I packed in fast foods probably 2 years ago.
Chipotle.
Nope, don't like it.
Do you not like Chipotle?
No, I was a Moe's guy. Welcome to Moe's.
Oh yeah,
I do like Moe's. I preferred that over what's the other one? Oh, Chipotle. I preferred Moe's.
yeah. That's.
I
fair
went the Chipotle up by us. I got food poisoning there twice. I swore never done. Not going there ever again.
I tell you what, fast food. If we're going for not takeout but actual fast food, that's fast. You can't do wrong with a Waffle House.
No, Waffle House is good. You had never gone to a Waffle House.
I hadn't until I went I went one New Year's Eve before I went out to work. It was the only thing that had good seating at like 4 p.m. in the afternoon. I needed something to eat before I went to do a gig for New Year's Eve. Life changing.
How'd you get hash browns done?
I
How'd you
got
get hash browns?
like pretty much everything you possibly could.
Yeah,
Apart from
smothered,
onions.
covered, chunked.
Yeah, you can have ham with a fried egg on top of it.
Yeah.
I did that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you come over to America, if you're a tourist coming over here, look out a Waffle House. Don't go in expecting anything fancy.
In England, it's like a truck stop.
Yeah,
A greasy Lils.
I think it's a little higher brow than that. Because you've got consistency between one place and the other. It's a place where you can find something that you know is going to be the same wherever you go. Almost like
Yeah.
Cracker Barrel.
But it is
That's my
it is
favorite.
like a total American, like that's a
Oh, yeah.
television. It's almost like the diner in Superman, you know, when Superman
Yes,
goes
yes,
there.
yes, yeah.
And there's the cook back there, and the waitress goes, "What would you like?" And then just scream yells back to them the entire order, whether there's one person at the table or a family of 17.
Yeah.
And they don't hand the slip; they just yell the order, and the chef goes, "Right, on it," and cooks it without missing a single item that was
Yeah.
yelled out. It's amazing to me sometimes to watch. We used to go to one on 192 quite a bit after our shows at Wild Bill's. And oh, God bless, I can't remember.
Oh, was
her
that the
name
one by
right
the
now.
Big Orange?
The other way up. The
other way up,
The further
okay.
up. And God, she would just go crazy. I'll have to ask my mom what her name was now. She was a sweetheart. As soon as we'd pull up, she'd start cooking our order because
Brilliant.
we always got the same thing. I always got the T-bone steak with the hash browns.
I haven't
3
done the
eggs.
steak there yet. I hear it's good, though.
Yeah. Well, when you went, they didn't have the steak, right? Because that was after the wasn't that after a hurricane or something? They lost all the. they didn't
Oh,
have-
that's right. There wasn't a lot of
was that?
stuff there. But
they
you're
cut
right.
the menus down. Oh, it was after. It was after the cold.
After the
After the COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's the long running joke here that when a hurricane comes, you only worry if Waffle House closes.
Yeah, when Waffle House closes, you know the S is about to hit the fan.
Because they're 24/7.
Yep.
Otherwise.
No matter what.
And you don't really go to Waffle House for the waffles.
No.
Oh no!
Although the
no!
waffles
I
are
beg to-
amazing.
I will always get a waffle there. Whatever they do
don't
with the
always do.
malted on it, it's like a malted flour. I really do like that.
But the hash browns are
The
the
hash
hash
browns.
browns is
Oh,
the
the hash
deal.
browns are the style.
I always double the hash browns, smothered, covered in chunks, please.
And you know what? The coffee's very good as well.
Coffee's great. Bottomless pot.
They've got that as well, have they?
Bottomless pot of coffee.
Oh, of coffee. Got it. Thought we were getting very liberal out here.
Bottomless pot.
Welcome to Colorado.
All right, well, we'll do that. Well, Waffle House. That's our choice then. I'll back you up on that.
Yeah, we'll go with the Waffle House.
Oh, we might have to go after this. Do you want to go to Waffle House?
No.
Oh, right.
What's the
Damn
best? So the Waffle House is the best and most overrated. Are we going Taco Bell?
Yeah, I'll go Taco Bell with you. It is overrated.
That's
now.
very American. That taco.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
And honestly, McDonald's here is terrible.
That's awful. It is. I can't eat anymore. I cannot do it. I get ill every time.
Yeah.
You know, since I cleaned up my eating and stuff about a year ago,
Yeah.
I can't do the fast foods.
Yeah.
You know, the girls are
So
coming
much.
home and they'll call me, hey, we're stopping, blah, blah, do you want us to pick this anything up? No, don't actually, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
My dirty one that I do like is I do like a Domino's pizza.
Oh, I mean, we do Domino's pizza.
Yeah, but I mean, that's not. There are better places you could go to. We've got a good pizza joint down by us place, the New York pizza.
Oh, the New
one.
York pizza place,
But,
yeah.
yeah, I'll go for a Domino's. You know,
I
what you
haven't
get.
been in the New York pizza place in a while. They have a great calzone in there.
Oh, that's good. And
Massive.
I get their cheese slice with black olives. But yeah.
I don't do olives.
Well, there we go. That was the best and the most overrated American fast foods.
Thanks,
Thank you, Cam. And with that,
Cheers,
it
everybody.
is time to have a little recap. Don't forget, you can get in touch with us, fishandbrits.com, fishandbrits@gmail.com. And then, of course, you can get onto us on the socials. Coming soon, we're going to have a new way of you being able to get a hold of us. You're going to be able to leave us some voicemails. Ooh. That's right. We have our Google phone number coming at you soon, so we're going to be able to actually hear you and talk to you that way as well. And we'll get some of you on the show giving you questions live. Well, not live, recorded, and then we'll play them live. But that, and of course, check out the Patreon at patreon.com/fishandbrits.
And with that and the theming of our week, lords and ladies, thank you so very much for joining us here at Fish and Brits. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share us on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcast, baby. Hey, we'll see you next week.
See you
Cheers,
next
everybody.
week. Bye. I could go to a Waffle House.
I know, I'm sitting here thinking we should go.
Fish and Brits. Fish and Brits. Fish and Brits. Fish and Brits. Woo!